Hey everybody, this is John Rice, aka the LEXpert. I'm doing a neighborhood video tour for you today. I'm standing right in the middle of the park, which is in the heart of a neighborhood called Lansdowne-Merrick. Let me get behind the camera here, show you a little bit about it. This is my youngest son's favorite park. When he was a kid, we lived close by here and I used to bring him out here. Don't know how many acres it is. I probably should have looked that up online before I came out here, but in my defense, I've had a pretty bad cold this week and just feel lucky to be on my feet today. But anyway, this has a walking trail all around it, benches, there's a playground up at the top of the hill, and a lot of these streets have public access to the park, so it'd be great if you lived around them. And a lot of the houses in Lansdowne-Merrick, or Lans-Merik as it's called, do back to this park. So I really like this area. I hope you enjoy the tour. I'm up here on top of the hill in the park. I'm gonna give you a scan around here to show you what it's like. The school right there is the elementary school for the neighborhood, which is Julius Marks. Kind of nice to have it right here. The middle school's Morton and the high school's Henry Clay, and both of those are pretty close. And let me zoom in a little. There's the playground. Many a good times I've had there with my kids. Baseball field. I guess if there's anything negative about this area, you know, it does have that kind of power station there with all the electrical wires. Not too pretty, but it's nice to have this park right here in the middle of town. Plenty of benches, picnic tables, and then right there's the pavilion. Alright, let's drive around the neighborhood now. Lans-Merik, according to the PVA's, got just over 800 houses. It's a pretty big neighborhood. I guess the borders, you could say, would be Alumni Drive, Old Mount Tabor, Tades Creek Road, and then even just past New Circle. But the area that I'm going to focus on today is mainly the roads off of Monte Vista and Pepper Hill. That's kind of my favorite part, and I think represents the whole kind of vibe of the neighborhood the best. Monte Vista and Pepper Hill are busier roads, but if you look on a map, the streets I'm on, you'll find that they're going to be right off of both of those roads. I'm over here off of Pepper Hill now, driving around the neighborhood, and as you could tell, they've got a little bit of everything out here. This neighborhood was pretty much built in the 70s, so you know, you got split levels, split foyers, ranches, you've got contemporary houses. Most of these were pretty upscale when they were built, but I think by today's standards, you know, the room sizes, the layout, the square footage would, you know, pretty much just be considered typical. I think what this neighborhood really has going for it is its location. I mean, it's in 40502, which is probably the most desirable zip code in all of Lexington. I wanted to show you this house up here because I think it's a good example of what the potential is out here to really update a house from the 70s, and here it is. Hopefully you can see that. They've added that little porch over the roof, something over the garage there, neutral colors. Then we got a Spanish one right beside it. But yeah, that's where I think this neighborhood's going, because right now the prices for the ones in what I'm considering the heart of Lans-Merik, which are the streets off of Pepper Hill and Monte Vista, pretty much seem to be in the $200 to $250 range, which is pretty affordable, especially for the part of town you're in. Great location here. So I think we're going to see a lot more of those, where people will buy maybe a house where the original owner's been in there forever, get a good price on it, and update it, and really transform this neighborhood. Because it's right at that age where it's still a terrific neighborhood, don't get me wrong, but it's probably at its lowest point in the cycle that all neighborhoods go through, because, you know, the finishes on a lot of these are pretty old, and you know, it's just ready. But I definitely don't mean to say anything negative about the neighborhood, because all neighborhoods go through cycles, and ideally you want to catch one in the cycle that this one's in, with a great location, because then your potential for resale and making some money is very nice. I'm on Monte Vista right now. There are some apartments and duplexes scattered throughout this neighborhood. This complex here is probably the largest. I lived there when I was in college, and it was a dump then. Looks like it's gotten a lot nicer. They've updated it quite a bit. I wanted to point that out to you. I'm on Monte Vista right now, which pretty much just makes a circle around the park where I started shooting this video tour. I guess some of the other benefits about this neighborhood are you could go out and cross Todd's Road and you're in a shopping center called the Lansdowne Shops. Has a terrific grocery store called the Fresh Market, a lot of neat shops, drugstores, Malone's restaurant, real handy to have close by. And then if you go out the other end of the neighborhood across Shinaway, there's a neighborhood called, I think it's Shinaway Center. There's a Kroger there, and my personal favorite Chinese carry-out restaurant called, Jinjin, that's it, Jinjin. Sorry about that, my cold's got my head not working right. I want to pull down this road called Lamar to wrap this up. This is one of the streets that several of them back to the park. And while we're checking these out, I want to tell you, I always try to point out the negatives about any neighborhood I'm in, just so everybody be informed. I guess if this area has any negatives, it's that some of the lots do back to New Circle Road. So you've got some lots that, if noise is an issue to you, you might want to avoid. Well, that pretty much concludes the tour for Lans-Merik. Hope you enjoyed it. I give the neighborhood a thumbs up because I think it's got a terrific location, big lots, good shoppings, good school district. Again, you really can't go wrong out here.